What is up, guys? Welcome back into the channel. If you are new, thank you for stopping in today. We are up in the shop today. As you can tell, it's nice out, sunshine. Big doors open. We have Jimmy here. We're actually going to be tearing into one of the new parts we have for the Junkyard Dawg build. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the first video. I picked up a fun little truck we're going to build. It's a 1999 Chevy Silverado, single cab, short bed, two-wheel drive. The guy I got it from, I lowered it for him and he ended up blowing the rear end out of it. So we did a little trading. I got the truck, I got to do some work for him. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing back to its prime. It's gonna be a fun little build. Don't want to spend a whole lot of money on it because I want to show you guys you don't have to have thousands of dollars to build a fun truck. So starting off today's video, this is the new rear end. The other one, the bearing and everything that goes in right here, he completely destroyed it. The drive shaft, I mean, this whole center cap on the other one is gone. So we're gonna be taking off the emergency brake cable here, making sure the brakes and everything are good. Obviously taking off the drive shaft because we have ours or have the one to the other truck. And then we gotta take off the center brake line here because they cut it and I have to get a new one. But no, this axle seems to be in pretty good shape. I spun the drive shaft there, everything turns, no weird noises or anything. And obviously it's been used here recently because they put all new brake lines on it. So that's another plus. But we're just gonna be sanding it down today, taking the rear diff cover off, draining the fluid, painting it, and just getting ready to go underneath the truck. That's why I have Jimmy here. Just wanted, because it's gonna be kind of like a fun little project for both of us to work on. And it's just nice to have an extra set of hands. So we're gonna get right into this thing. Probably throw the camera up, get a little montage here as we're breaking everything apart, and bring you guys back here shortly. So I missed it, but Jimmy got the drive shaft off here. Oh, nice. You just dropped that socket in that oil. Correct.
It didn't go on there all the way.
But we got brake lines broke free. We sprayed them with blaster, put a little heat to them because, oh, that just spun oil everywhere. And that's why we don't let Jimmy have power tools. But no, we got this brake cable broke free, which is fantastic. Gonna go ahead and pull all this apart, delete the emergency cable there, delete the emergency cable on that side, pop the rear cover off, get rid of the cable clamp here because we won't need that. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep moving along. Bring you guys back once we get either Jimmy makes another mess or something exciting happens. So.
I don't know who does it.
Well, we got the drum housing off, got rid of the emergency brake cables on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this cover off here, see exactly what we're dealing with in here. Excuse me, but like I said, when you turn here, so it spins there, and we spin there. So that's a good sign. It'd be a different story if we spun that and one side didn't spin or both sides didn't spin. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this cover off. get all that fluid out of there. Then we're probably just gonna sand this thing down real quick and get a black paint thrown on her. Clean it up a little bit, just so it looks a little bit better by the time we throw it underneath the truck there. Probably paint the diff cover here a different color, just make it stand out a little bit more. But no, Jimmy washed off those. Probably should throw new shoes on it back here, but I'm not going to because it's drum brakes and they are a pain in the butt. So I'll just put it underneath there, drive it like that for a little while, and then if it needs brakes, we'll just take it somewhere. We're gonna go ahead and pop this cover off, see what this fluid looks like, and hopefully get some paint on this thing today. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. I'm gonna go ahead and buzz all these off. Oh shoot, that one might be stuck. Yeah, we might have one stuck. Extra foamy.
Hey, that's not my fault.
We take this thing off, it can't be any worse than what JD's look like.
No. If it's in here, I'm saying we'll have some improvements compared to JD's.
Oh, that fluid's not as bad as I was expecting it to be, so that's good. Oh. Here, hold on. Well, it doesn't look like there's any broken parts or anything in here. Here. Hopefully you guys can see in there. Like I said, nothing seems to be broken, which is good. I'm gonna, yeah, you have to grab that, here. All the teeth on the inside look good.
Hey.
All the teeth on the outside look good. So I think we got a good axle here, so. Well, cool. Now that we know that's good, probably let all that drain, tilt it back a little bit, and then we're gonna get some paint on this thing. So guys, I got Jimmy going with the drill and the brush. He's got the parts drying, and we put some of the goo gun on the inside of the cover there to kind of eat away at that gasket. But the paint we picked up, or I picked up, is just Rust-Oleum gloss. We're gonna get it all good, probably pressure wash the axle and everything off. And then I think we're gonna end up painting the diff cover a different color just to make it stand out. Maybe throw a GM man decal or something on the back of it, just to, I mean, make it fun. But he's going over everything with that, get all that nastiness broken free there, just so the paint sticks a little bit better. We'll probably end up taking some of the lacquer thinner down there in the spray bottle and spray it over everything and get it nice and clean. Let it dry, and then we'll shoot everything black. Yeah, so waiting on those to dry. This is junk, we're getting rid of it. I do have to get a new U-joint though for the other drive shaft, because like I said, this whole piece came out. But that's no big deal. We'll get the new U-joint tossed in the other drive shaft, and we're just gonna keep going on. Like I said, he's gonna go over that with the brush here for the next couple minutes, get it nice and clean. We'll spray some lacquer thinner on it, get it all ready to be painted black. And yeah, so I'd say about the next 30 minutes, this thing should be fully black. So we're gonna keep moving on. We're making pretty good progress so far. But the good thing is this thing wasn't in terrible shape to begin with, but we're just gonna kind of clean it up a little bit before we toss it underneath there.
Little.
So guys, Jimmy got the rear cover here all sanded down, all cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot some primer on this, and then we're gonna end up painting the cover white. He's gonna start on the black on the axle there. I did weld the axle tubing there. Welds aren't the greatest, but hey, whatever. You're not gonna see it because the black's gonna cover it. But we're gonna get this all painted and hopefully get those drums thrown back on here. And then we'll throw it back down on the stands and get it back behind the tractor there until we get the truck in here and get it thrown on. Well, here's the axle, guys. We did go out and look at the 99. Come to find out, that is disc brakes out there, and this is a drum brake setup. I don't think it's gonna matter though, because this came out of a Cat Eye Chevy. I believe it's an 03. 1500, same 6 lug. I mean, it's the same 10 bolt rear end. I don't think it's gonna matter, other than the drum might be a little bit bigger, but I don't think we'll have any issue on wheels or anything. But it's black, and then we decided on the differential cover to have a little fun. We were just gonna paint it white, but we got a little carried away and did some splattered effect on it. Hopefully you guys can see that all right on camera. We used coral red, lime green, yellow looking color, blue, forest looking green, black, silver. We have like a copper looking color we used. Let me pull out my phone here real quick and I'll turn on the flashlight so you guys can see it a little bit better, but I think it looks kind of cool. Definitely one of a kind diff cover, I'd say that. But we're gonna let that sit now. Jimmy's just going over everything again one more time here. But like I said, this is a drum brake setup where the other is a disc brake. I would prefer to have a disc brake just because it's so much easier to change. I don't know if I could be able to fix that other axle and use that one at some point. I might ask John, my axle rebuilder, if that'd be something he'd be able to do. But like I said, that bearing, I should just go out there and show you. But the bearing that sits down in here is completely just gone. So this whole piece came out and it definitely caused some carnage. But we have this new one that's gonna go in. Hopefully everything works, mounts up correctly. Probably end up doing new shocks on this and throw that diff cover on with the new gasket, get some fluid in here. But yeah, we should be good to go. We're gonna let this dry and stuff, and then probably won't have anything put on it tonight. We're just gonna hopefully let it dry and then be able to move it out of the way. And then tomorrow I'll go to town and grab the gasket and some fluid, get it tossed in there and go from there. Well guys, we got everything finished up. Went ahead and picked all our tools and stuff up. This is gonna be episode 1 of the Junkyard Dawg build, excuse me. But we went ahead and painted the drums there. I clear coated over our fancy diff cover there. And like I said, the only downfall to this axle is I wish it was disc brakes instead of the drums. But it looks fantastic back here, all painted up and stuff. And we're not gonna be using this drive shaft. Like I said, we have the other drive shafts, but that one out there will probably end up doing some kind of crazy paint job on it also, just because. But we'll get this thrown back in there at some point. We're gonna be busy here for a little while. I got a detailed job tomorrow. I got one Friday, and then we're gonna be going to Mom's this weekend, so it probably won't be this weekend unless it's Sunday. But we also might be going back to the woods and working back there again. But we'll figure out a time to get it tossed in there. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode number 1 of the Junkyard Dawg build. Remember, learning as I do, doing what I love. I'm the GM man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.